2 days after Dorking's second FA Cup defeat to Horsham, and Marc White is in damage limitation mode. Firstly, the Wanderers owner/manager wants to reassure the fans with an impromptu Monday morning broadcast, in which he will explain that he knows how to fix the club's current problems. And secondly, he's going to fix the club's current problems.
The point is, if we go and win, which I've done a million times before, we go and win our next 5 games straight, which I've done a million times before, we'll be top of the league. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, I just want to go and win games. Like the next 5 games, you said it the other week, but it's not the next. You've got to look at the next set of games. We're not in a position to start going, you know, let's just fucking play people out of position and that. So I'm totally non-plexed about getting a load of straight wins, 100%, including Saturday.
And at training 3 days later, the gaffer is ready to impart his plan on the players, with 2 key areas of focus: the mentality of a team that can ill afford to get frustrated with one another, and further, the physical capabilities of the boys who are not able to complete 90 minutes.
Right, a few things to go through, yeah? Right. There's like a conglomerate, like a combination of little things, yeah, that have to be a factory setting to be at Dorking Wanderers, to be here. And it doesn't matter whether you're 17 or 70. The club is built on achieving against all odds. It's not a place you can be passively. It's not a place where it's just the next club you were at. It's not that type of club. I spoke to a few of you about how you show frustration, etc. Right? There's no more chances with that. I will forgive you any mistake you ever make. I couldn't give a fuck. If you put one in your own net from 40 yards and it's a mistake, you'll never have an issue from me. But if the controllables of what we're supposed to do aren't there, i.e., you know, playing aggressively, you know, when in the confines of what we set out to do, then that won't work for me. Because I have to make sure we get loads of wins and really quickly. I'm going to transfer list anyone now that doesn't train brilliantly. If I get one bit of bad feedback, you're on the transfer list, no matter who you are. Done. There's one other little thing to throw into the mix as well, is if you physically have to be able to complete matches. So if we've got boys that are struggling to complete games, or I just don't think they're fully fit, if I get a chance to leave you out, I'm going to. Because I've got to have boys that can play 90 minutes in the team, or as near as damn it. I've done individual chats this week. I've done group chats. I'm not going to let it go. And on a match day, to be honest with you, Rich, it takes a bit of enjoyment out of it for me. Because what I really enjoy is creating a great environment, making people smile. But unfortunately, that does come often at a price, which is complacency. The Horsham game was uncannily the same as last year, wasn't it? In terms of, well, it's not going to plan, but we're dominating the game. It's not going to plan, but we're on top. It's not going to plan, and they're getting back into it. It's not going to plan, and we're now thinking it's not going to be our day. It's not going to plan, and we've got 2 injuries. It's not going to plan, and we're now waiting for them to score. It's not going to plan, and we now want to get out of here as quick as possible. It literally, that was the storyline of that game. The only reason we lost it was because we didn't believe we could win it. That's how it works.
Weston-Super-Mare FC were formed in 1887, with their first recorded match being against neighbours Clevedon Town, a side they would beat 115 years later to secure promotion into Step 3, and a year after that, they made it into Step 2 for the first time. In March 2019, they suffered their first relegation in 137 years. They spent 4 years at Step 3, and 2 seasons ago, they smashed the Southern Premier League South to earn their way back up to the National League South. Last season's mid-table finish was credible, and this year the club are looking up at the playoffs and thinking, maybe, just maybe, they can get into Step 1 for the first time in their history. for Western are 4 points behind league leaders Hemel Hempstead Town after a run of 6 games without defeat, and they pose a significant threat to Marc White's plan to get Dorking's season back on track. And yet, Marc has belief in his side's ability to go around the country beating teams at their gaffs, and coming to Weston-Super-Mare does not faze him one little bit. And for their part, Western are being a remarkably welcoming club, and they have a pitch to be proud of too.
I always try and greet the coaches and players if I can, and the word is, it's a great pitch. We've had a lot of work done, and it's a labour of love, 24/7. With the weather, you've got to get down here and work around the weather. You don't want to be cutting it when it's wet, so you cut it at stupid o'clock in the morning or very late at night. But yeah, the compliments I get from a lot of the away fans as well. I had a good chat with a few of the Hornchurch boys a couple of weeks ago, and they actually asked, is this an artificial pitch? And I said, no, it's fully grass. So yeah, it's a good pitch, and still learning, and I'll improve it even more.
Hello boys, you alright?
Hi mate, you alright?
Go easy, yeah?
Hi Mark.
Hello mate, you alright?
On the grounds, how you doing, mate? You
Yeah,
all right?
good mate. Fuck yeah, he's fucking. He's getting his name right in there. Don't blame you, mate.
I've already been interviewed by you boys.
I bet he wouldn't fucking say that in December. Is that a fucking motorbike track? Lovely, it's fucking lovely, mate. I've heard about this. Very good. Like, we've gone all over the country last year. It was this time last year. 4 out of 5 clean sheets. Beat Halifax, beat Hartlepool. Brilliant performance at Oldham Athletic, right? Huge crowds, playing them off the park, right? And what we're gonna fucking do is what all great teams do and individuals, yeah? And just have a great fucking day. We'll have a fucking great day. And then let everyone go, oh yeah, fuck me, yeah, I forgot about Wanderers, yeah. Don't forget Wanderers, like, never fucking write them off, ever. Because they'll go and beat anyone 5-0 overnight. And then when they get a run, it'll be 15 fucking games back to back. And they'll destroy everybody and say, don't you ever fucking doubt us. And that's where we've got to be, right? But you're going to have to battle, because that's just this league, innit? It's just this fucking league. But I'll remind you of one thing, every team you've played in this league, every team, bar Bournemouth, who I thought played well that night, and, right, okay, every team in this league, you've absolutely destroyed them. 70% possession every fucking game, right? And I know 100% we're going to have a good day soon. 100% we're going to have a good day soon. All right, boys, come on, let's go. It's just reminding the players. I think the players are having to make huge adjustments to playing this league, and bigger adjustments than what I thought they'd have to make with the crowds, the expectation, all of it. Do you know what I mean? So, but we will, and then when we do, then we'll let them know.
The moments at at Western, stuff like that with your closest mates, it means a lot more. It's a lot more together. I think if getting the win here today would be amazing, but I think moments like this at your local with your mates, your family, friends, sort of they're special moments.
We're really Villa supporters, but we believe in supporting your local side, so we come to all these home games that we can.
We got promoted not last season, the season before, from the Southern Prem. We won it. We breezed it, absolutely breezed it. And we were expecting a tough battle last year, but we stayed up convincingly. Really good wins against good teams. And yeah, I think we're just a little fish in a big pond at the minute. Our players go to bigger clubs, and we just got to deal with that really. So
For a club this small, we get 800-900 people regular, which I think is fantastic for a little club like this,
I think coming into the season we were trying to stay up, but after the start we've had so far, I reckon we could finish top half of the table.
We've got a store! If you want to show the world that you watch Bunch of Amateurs, you can wear a BOA t-shirt, or maybe drink some coffee out of a mug with BOA written on it. Doesn't have to be coffee either, drink what you want. That's the good thing about our mugs, they accept all drinks. And if you hear something in the show that makes you laugh, tell us, and we'll consider putting it on a t-shirt, no guarantees. And for the record, there are no import fees in most of the countries that we sell in. The people who run the store made sure of that. It might be some sort of mafia business. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't ask any questions. Go to bunchofamateurs.store to see what we've got. The last time we saw Western gaffer Scott Bartlett, he took his side to Meadowbank and narrowly lost 1-0, allowing the game to continue despite the pitch overflowing with water. This is the first time the sides have met since then, and even though Bartlett usually employs a narrow 4-2-2-2-2-2 formation with inverted wingers, he's adapted to a 4-2-3-1 in an effort to stop Dorking's wide players and choke the midfield. We'd normally expect them to go long and keep hold of the ball once it's in the Dorking half, but something tells us there might be a bit more counter-attacking today.
Yes, out, Fifi! Turn out, Charlie, get it. Relax! Rob, go get it back, Rob, get it back. No! Brixie! Great touch.
Dorking have started brightly and they've pushed the Seagulls back, but that might well just give them an opportunity to show exactly what they plan on playing like today.
Let's not have the commentaries today, lads, yeah?
What do you mean? That's my job.
Help him, Seb! Come on, Seb!
Good, Alfie!
Come on, Alfie!
Yes, Alfie! I love that, you!
Back to him, Alf! Get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball! Ref! That was a fucking foul! That was a foul! Don't fucking start!
The foul he's talking about was ages ago, although he's right, it definitely was. More pressing is how Ollie Chamberlain managed to get in behind. Tony Craig does enough to deflect the shot onto the post, and Dan Pybus manages to block the second effort from Ruben Reid, this time deflecting the ball onto Seb's arm, although that would be a pretty harsh penalty.
False, let him know that's a fucking foul here. Rob's free! That one, holding Carter. He's going backwards, he's got to give a foul. It's a foul. He can't hold. Oh.
Weston have had the first chance, while Dorking have had more of the ball, and it's about time the Wanderers made the most of that.
Alfie! 10!
Well done.
Yes, what a goal! That's a fucking unbelievable goal. Pybus, love that. I love that. They're still doing.
This hasn't happened for quite some time, so we're going to enjoy this instance of Dorking scoring first. Alfie Rutherford drops in to link the play, giving Seb Bowerman a chance to slip a pass into the channel for Charlie Carter. The attacking midfielder latches on and slots the ball under Max Harris in the Weston-Super-Mare goal. He gives Wanderers the lead that their early endeavours have warranted.
They're still doing that one where Coulson's going quite wide and left back's not going anywhere and he's going inside and the right back.
Alfie! Fucking great start! Pipers! Charlie, Niall! 8s and 10s are good! Charlie! 8s and 10s are very good! There's loads of space to pass. It was there. This 9's been told to sit off, which is happy days. Don't need to use folksy.
Mark has noted that Ruben Reid is not pressing the Dorking defence, and that should make playing out a little easier.
Love it, Charlie. No, Charlie, good though. You brought the space for the 10. Look, there you go. Yes, well played. Into the box, Charlie.
H! He's out there! When he pressed the wrong side, didn't he? He would tell him he was out! Fucking hell, folksy. Press the ball!
Fulks' clearance gives Weston a chance to pressure the Wanderers, and some decent play leads to James Dodd finding himself in a situation akin to him pulling a gun on a New York police officer.
What a tackle that is. Fuck off trying to fucking get a penalty. Celebrate.
Fuck up! Fuck up!
The Western bench appealed along with their fans, much to Mark's amusement. Tony Craig's tackle was perfectly timed and we think he was rather pleased with it. Weston loved turning the ball over and running at Dorking, and that might be why Craig is defending deeper than his gaffer would prefer.
Tony's way too deep. I've got to get a message to him.
Wanderers had an excellent first quarter of the game and it's becoming obvious that they've dropped off a bit. Seb Bowerman embodies that situation. Having set up the goal, he's now having a bit of a wobble.
Come on, Seb, mate.
A third of the way through the match, Weston gets on top and do what they do best. They keep the ball in their opponent's third and probe for an opening.
Double up, double up, double up, double up. Good, Tony.
Our second phase pressing is bad, and I mean bad.
Seb's slightly late challenge on Ollie Chamberlain gets the winger into the referee's book, and with Mark perceiving him to be having a dodgy spell, that's all he needs to see before deciding that Seb's time is up.
Jimmy, you're going on, mate, let's go.
Wanderers' right-hand side is looking especially interesting as Brooking and Briggs begin to jive like Dean Collins and Jewel McGowan.
Relax, keep it! Keep it!
Going to mark the 17, which means Josh Brooking's going to push on to mark the 4. Okay, so you're going to mark the 17.
Good,
Niall, stay in there!
Step in, step in!
Good,
step in,
Niall!
You're gone! Tony! Niall, come here!
Shoot!
Wanderers, having dealt with the Western spell of possession, are getting on top again, although poor Seb is no longer going to be a part of it.
Well done, mate.
We're sorry to see Seb go off, although we are always happy to see Jimmy Mewett doing his thing. If only Wanderers had worked a bit harder on finishing in training.
On your own, Jim! On your fucking own, Jim!
As the half draws to a close, Dorking are comfortably in front and perhaps even the more likely to score. So join me in standing up, spreading your arms and shouting, "Nothing can go wrong now."
Go on, Alf! Forward!
Jimmy, call it!
A strong tackle from Lewis allows Dylan Morgan to launch the ball forwards towards Reed.
I know we shouldn't lose the ball. Tone's fucking too deep, mate. He's playing it to the bloke fucking 30 metres away.
The strikers, midfield and defence begin an on-pitch investigation into what's gone wrong here, while Mark thinks it's primarily a flaw in the depth of the defending. The first issue is Charlie getting tackled and allowing for a swift counter. Then there's a lack of pressure on Morgan as he dips the long ball over the defence. And we do wonder, how is Reed able to start his run 20 yards inside the Dorking half? After that, Morgan's untracked run into the box allows Reed to pick him out, and that's the end of that chapter.
Go on, Jace. Go on, Jim, you're in here. You're in here, Jim. Take him on, son.
Get him in the box, get him in the box. Josh! It's a great ball, Jimmy, well done.
The only bloke you want kicking here is their goalie. There's no reason anybody else on this pitch should kick the ball. Right? Alfie and Jace, you stay with the goalie. Pybus, you drop into cover. Yeah? Yeah? And then when the game's active, you press the game. I don't want to under-press. Their best spell come from trying to keep you in front of Tony. It don't fucking work. We are a team that high presses, and if we can't high press, I'll get a team that can. Right? Tone, you okay? You need to be top of the world for me. Because no moaning wins football matches. I don't give a fuck about conceding goals. I don't give a shit. We've had this chat all week. I'm not going to undo it now. You've all got to be sure before you go out there you're 100% in the right mindset, or I'll just put someone on that fucking is. If we're not in the right mindset, we don't go back out the door, Tone. None of you do. I'm not here to fuck about. You've been all over them. You've just not been smart. Got to be smart. You're letting technical players drift into space and passing people on. You are killing yourselves. Because we're a tiny bit deep, stay with me, because we're a tiny bit deep, right? And because we're not locked on, what's happening is they're just chucking one ball in here. He's just getting anything on it he can. His mates are going underneath the ball to get it, ain't they? And we look like we're 1-for-1 defending in deep, dangerous areas. Don't need to be. So get high up the pitch, okay? Boys, next goal, 1-0, this lot said nothing. 1-0, this lot thinking this is going to be 3-4-0. Yeah? Okay, come on, let's go.
For those of you who have looked in the top right corner of the screen at some point in this video, you may have noticed we are embarking on a long and meaningful new relationship with Taverns to Go. Already established in the US, Taverns to Go are coming to the UK, and their proposition is something that we think 87% of you will be interested in, for they build bars in your garden. Not monkey bars or chin-up bars, but the kind of bars you drink at. Taverns to Go bring a load of quality wood to your house, assemble it in 90 minutes or less, and leave you with an outdoor bar that will make you the most popular host of back garden gatherings. You can choose from a wide range of designs that will suit you best, and you can even get barbecues built in. They're launching in the UK very soon, and we would like to spread the word, so check out tavernstogo.com in the meantime and start picking out a bar, because they're going to be very, very busy. Taverns to Go, we really like them there. We're hoping they're going to build us a bar.
Theo, keep an eye on the game. When you go on this game, you'll be going in the 2.
That was new signing Theo Alexandru, by the way. We haven't found a way to shoehorn an introduction in until this very moment. Anyway, the bench have to look out for any changes, which are more likely given that Weston are not playing their normal formation. Still, it all largely looks the same, and neither side has made any obvious or indeed subtle changes. And the game seems to be panning out as much as it did in the first half. The league's leading scorer, Luke Coulson, hasn't had much of an impact until now, and this effort doesn't beat Harrison. Instead, it allows Dylan Morgan a chance to convert the rebound. Another newbie, Rob Milsom, manages to get a foot in instead. We probably should have introduced him as well by now. How are we going to do? The two sides are garnering half chances here, and Mark wants to throw Bobby Joe Taylor into the mix to turn those half chances into full chances.
Oh, that's high. That's high, straight red. Give him a straight red, get round a red.
Coulson commits to a nasty lunge on Charlie and gets a yellow.
Get up!
Bit harsh.
Get up! Pybus, this goes! Now, please. Briggsy!
Have a good one, Bob. Come on, Bobby.
Swap Jim, yeah? Swap Jim, yeah?
Jimmy!
Dan Pybus has been immense today, knocking the ball about and mopping up danger, and his tackle on the marauding Dylan Kadji is a particular highlight.
Forward!
Tell him.
Right, you're in the 10. Try and play off Jason if you can, but equally, and when you get your chance to do what you do and take it on, go and score the winner in your debut. Okay, let's get going on now, mate.
19-year-old Theo Alexandru is the kind of striker who just loves to shoot from anywhere. So you can see why, after the last few weeks, Mark is happy to stick him into the team.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Alf! Do your thing, okay?
Dave Waterford.
Well, mate, brilliant game. Best one of the season.
Well done, Alfie. Well worked, mate.
Pybus, well done. Well done. Keep it tight. No, used to. Hey, used to. Keep this tight.
Theo is looking to make things happen, and that is to his credit. But it does afford Weston a chance to counter when the move breaks down.
Lock it up, Pybus and Niall. Risk it in.
Sub Nick Makuti lofts the ball over the top and into a gap in the defence, and Kaji gets after it.
That's a fucking penalty. People coming around, right? Is anyone coming around?
Who? Got the pad?
Yeah,
Dino's rightly wondering if there was in fact a covering player, and Mark needs his coaches to come up with a new plan to see the game out. While we can see why red was given here, it's fair to say Jimmy Mewett, running at full tilt, was favourite to get to the loose ball.
Maybe a 4-4-1, wouldn't it?
We're gonna have to go to a 4-4-1 though, aren't we?
Yeah.
Gonna have to. Do a 4-4-1, yeah? Gonna have to go.
Dan for the fielder.
Yeah, probably. We need to look at it.
Dan for Chase.
Do you want to warm up, lads? Warm up. We need to work it out.
Dan on Bobby right back. Bobby, well, you've got Theo, where you put Theo.
The Dorking players are doing pretty well, even if the bench have yet to fathom a working system for them.
Cover in, Jim! Jim, get in, Jim!
Dylan Morgan tries to fire a ball inside the near post, and Harrison does brilliantly to parry and claim.
Jimmy, make sure you double up every time, Jim.
Bobby! Get him to go down! Get him to go down!
Mark's pulling the old timeout trick again.
Foxy!
Is your wrist on that H? Get yourself down!
Come here!
Since wrist on that safe.
Nice try, Lighty.
Tell him to stay down. Tell him to stay down till I tell you. Listen to me. Don't moan.
Yeah, not moaning.
What we got there? Mark uses the time to finalise his plan, while Makuti questions the validity of the stoppage.
Just do the best 4-4-1 we've got. Don't worry about dead balls for now.
While they're doing that, Physio Dylan does the best he can to remain professional.
Give me the ball, mate. I'll have it. Cheers, mate.
You alright, yeah?
Yeah, just winded.
How's the ankle feeling?
Yeah, it's alright.
Was it from that one there? Yeah. Was it left, right? Yeah. Please, 35.
Right, who's playing where? What shape are you?
Right side of centre half in a minute. So I'll go right back.
I'm up front behind.
Okay, cool. So
4-4-1 or 3. I'll go right back.
listen, so we're 3-4-2 then, aren't we?
At the moment,
No,
yeah.
3-4-1 on the left. He's
Okay,
doing wing
cool.
back. Are you feeling ready to go up? Yeah.
Even I'm convinced by this performance.
Was it that side? Yeah. Yeah, all good. Carry on, ref. All right.
Weston sensing that a ball over the top is their best bet for getting in here.
Charlie! Get up!
The home side have thrown a fair amount in Dorking's direction, and yet nobody seems capable of doing enough in this half, and the game has petered out.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, boys. See you later, boys. Cheers, boys. Cheers.
Thank you for watching Bunch of Amateurs. You can help us out by hitting the like button and leaving a comment. If you really want to help us out, it's the BOA Plus members that are keeping the channel going. So join us on BOA Plus and get all of the team talks and behind the scenes stuff and directors' commentaries and all kinds of other bits and bobs.